Hello everyone, I'm Brian Dragon, and welcome back to Deponia, the complete journey.
Oh, the things you have to do to design a game. In this case, it's installing pipes. The pipe labyrinth over there will play an important role in the game's course. We had to redesign it a few times, but more on that later on. There's, you might have guessed it, yet another small corresponding minigame, and I like minigames. Above anything else, we installed pipes all over the level. Originally, it was supposed to be one of the most vicious puzzles, at least among those in Chapter 4. That's because it's a puzzle complex where you have to not only combine items, but also had to relate them to each other. Among other things, the differently colored pipes were part of that, and we had to lay them all through the level. Jeez, this puzzle was literally all over the place until we figured out a satisfying mechanic. That was another great collaboration with Bade, our head of game design, who kept bugging me, "That's too complicated, Pokey! People just won't get it." But eventually we polished it and got differently colored pipes as a result. Down there it's actually brassy and not so different to the pipes you see there. After all, maybe I should have talked about this in another screen. What else can I tell you about the screen? Probably that there's a pretty old scribble done by Micha from the time before he found the actually Deponia style. It was among the first buildings he sketched for the floating black market, and that was in fact Doc's houseboat. You can't really tell from this angle that it's a houseboat. From the other direction it's probably more obvious, but the form was pretty similar in Micha's sketch. Not really. Well, turns out I got nothing on this after all.
So I just wasted my time with that. Hmm.
White, of all things, the wet blanket among colors. What a cute little doggy you are.
I beg your pardon? My name is Cleverbite. I'm an autonomous, cybernetically highly developed service unit, programmed to perform complex security tasks.
Cleverbite. Oh, such an amusing name for a robodog.
I will not suffer such indignities. Through the neuronal connection of computer circuits with organic cerebral matter, I am capable of processing more than 3,000 floating point operations per second.
Can you sit up and beg?
Perhaps not, but I could sit up and grab something until you beg me to let go.
You know, you've got quite an attitude for a cyber whatever mongrel, but I'm pretty sure that your bark is worse than your bite.
Do you hear me barking then?
I don't know. All I can hear is... I'll ask Doc to make you a cyber muzzle.
To do that, you would need to get past me, right?
I'm not going to allow some stupid mutt to block my path.
Actually, I'm a superior cybernetic...
Superior.
Let me show you who is superior here. Down.
I am not sure I have comprehended your intention.
That's because you're only a silly dog.
It might help if you could talk in complete sentences.
Down, boy.
Bravo. With a little more effort, you might indeed be capable of forming an entire sentence.
Ha! Piece of cake. I hereby demand that you perform the act of... down.
Good boy. But I'm still not sure what you're really trying to tell me.
Well, down, down, see? Like this. cracks me up. Let me through. I have to see Doc.
Oh, but I can't do that. If I let you through, my designation as a watchdog would be completely compromised.
And if you don't, you'll be completely compressed. I think you're forgetting who's the superior species here.
Then why don't you simply show me?
Will you please let me in?
That sounds better already, but I didn't quite get the third word you said.
Please.
Talk directly into the audio interface.
If you insist. Please, 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 please!
Stop it! Oh, please, stop! You're overloading my circuits!
Who's a good robot dog?
I need to think about that one. Your mother, perhaps?
What? Oh,
Oh.
you rotten! Stupid mutt!
What? You're giving up already? How disappointing.
Hey, look what I've got! And now, be a good dog and fix the stick. What's wrong? Fix the stick, or are you too stupid?
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Fetch that stick.
No.
You go fetch that stick now. Attaboy.
If you're so fond of that stick, why don't you go get it yourself? And if you're a good boy, I might even let you pass.
Go on. I just threw a stick, and you are a dog. So, what do dogs do in a case like this?
I wait for you to make an even bigger fool of yourself?
No, wrong. You fetch the stick. Or are you too stupid? Wait. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, boy. You didn't really just do that, did you? I can't take it anymore.
Maybe the fixture's loose.
Decapo!
Exactly. That barking trash can may think he can shock me, but I'll show him what a shock. When the shock. I mean, what the shock. Oh, whatever. Some ingenious pun with shock. Shock. Because of the electric shock and so on. Oh, come on, Rufus. You don't need a punchline to be brilliant.
You need a brain to be brilliant. And that's something you don't have. Thankfully, we who play this game do.
Now he's in for a nasty shock. Hey, what's wrong? Are you giving up?
Yes, you were right. This stick business is just too much for me.
You stupid muddy cur. Here, like this. You put the stick in your mouth.
Oh boy, I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
I'll
now we're on the way to Doc's lab, or if you click this later, we are leaving Doc's lab, or maybe you're on your way back in, don't know. This is more of a gangway screen, a little space in between with a very parallel construction. This doesn't seem to carry any significance right now, but later on the screen will lead to my, and I don't say that lightly, I say it often, but never lightly, favorite screen in Chaos on Deponia. There will be, naturally, great chaos. Rufus will be confronted with a very special person. I can't tell you right now, but the scene is gonna be brilliant. Oh, what's that smell? Must be self-praise. Let's get out of here, but enjoy that scene later on anyway.
Okay then.
Hey, Doc. Rufus.
At last, Goal really almost bought it this time.
But, as I can see, you have everything under control. I'll, go look for Bozo then. He mentioned a tavern.
Her implant has been badly damaged. I need to operate right away. There's only one problem. The data cartridge is not going to survive the procedure.
I take it that's a bad thing?
Well, yes. Her entire mind is stored on the thing. Her memory, her character.
The Ascension codes.
I can save the data, but I need a bunch of empty cartridges.
And these cartridges are hard to obtain?
Not really. This is the floating black market after all. There's nothing you can't get here. And brain implants are currently all the rage. I installed another one just the other day. You will find the cartridges in the gadget shop.
What? Why me?
Because I need to get ready for the surgery.
And I need to familiarize myself with the local circumstances. Bozo said something about a tavern.
Rufus.
All right. So I get those cartridges in the gadget shop?
It's right by the harbor, outside the city gate. Just have them charged to my account. But make very sure that you get the good cartridges. The cheap ones are bound to cause problems.
Well, it's your money.
That's a screwdriver? I thought it was a carrot.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
No, we're talking to the three-headed platypus behind you.
We've been watching you.
We know what you're planning.
Oh, yeah? Seems like you know more than I do.
News spreads fast in the floating black market. You've got something very valuable there.
It mustn't fall into the wrong hands.
And your hands would be the right ones?
Let's just say we're friends.
We're the good guys.
We fight against oppression by the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
The Organon is planning something
Something unspeakable.
so unspeakable that we cannot talk about it.
We've got to go.
We've already said too much.
But we'll be back.
And then we'll get what is rightfully ours.
Do not talk about this to anybody.
Keep your back to the wall.
And do not forget who your true friends are.
Death to the Organon.
Death to the Organon.
What was that all about?
Whoa, deja vu. I said I mistook the screwdriver for a carrot the last time I played this. Where am I? Isn't this where
What is it this
Bozo's
time? I told
girlfriend
you,
is?
I lend stuff to no one, so don't complain when you get a cup of cyanide instead of milk.
guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah, don't even think about bugging me again.
Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
Well, look at that ugly bastard in his gondola. If that isn't it's just a gondolier, but he's voiced by me. Yep, that's the character I get to play. Very Hitchcock-esque, how I wrote myself into the game there. Yeah, I'm quite the attention whore. In fact, the concept of Deponia was the first one of our games where I said, yeah, I think I really would like to sing in the game. After all, it's a game about complete egomaniac, so it's totally fair game if I, as an equally complete egomaniac, get to sing in it. And I'm not only performing here, but also as the hobo, as he's called in the English magazines. I don't even know if we ever gave him a name in the English translation. Yeah, I guess they made that up on their own, calling him a hobo, I mean. The narrator, the bard, telling the story from the sidelines. But here I got my second gig, looking suspiciously similar to the bard, the hobo, this time as a gondolier, the Italian variant, so to speak, and accordingly I talk with a politically incorrect fake accent. I also had to sing those 4 songs. Well, actually it's the same song, but only with different lyrics each time. And I had to sing them with this ridiculous Italian fake accent. It was great fun though. If you run your own video game company someday, you can do that as well. Until then, that's exclusive to me.
Okay, what? No, what the Oh my god. Okay, remove. That's not it. what's going on here. Oh, jeez. The show must go on. The show must go on. Hold on 1 second. Move this to the side here. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at some of my previous Deponia videos.
May I bother you?
Not really.
Then I'll have to do it without your consent. Didn't we meet in front of Doc's workshop?
You must be mistaken.
No. You and your beefy chum, you were gonna take something from me. What was it you were yelling? Death to the Organon?
Death to the Organon! Death to the Organon! Whoever would say such a thing? Not that it isn't a good slogan. I mean, someone must have put a lot of thought into that.
Why are you sitting here on your lonesome?
I'm waiting for a worthy opponent to play rock, paper, scissors.
Why do you think you might find one here?
Because people around here tend to give you the finger.
That makes sense. So you're a professional rock, paper, scissors player?
Yeah, I'm an expert, a professional gamer, a prestidigitator. Scissors is my forte. I've been training it for years and I can do it in my sleep. But my rock really rocks too. Once in a while, I'm still a bit hesitant to make full use of my paper. But my coach says that I can compensate for this weakness through speed and stamina.
I want to play.
Why not? But I need to see your fingers first. Did you bring them?
Well, the last time I looked, they were at the lower end of my arm. Let me have a look. Yeah, here they are.
Nice try, buddy.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Those aren't official tournament fingers. They might be loaded. Come back when you have an official tournament hand.
I'll be off then.
See you around.
Ah, yes, another idyllic bar scene. We have the secret agenda in the company prompting us to hide a bar in each of our games. Congrats, you found the bar in this one. Nah, it's actually a part of the game and it's Gulliver Scully. I guess the name isn't dropped often enough in the game, despite the fact it's a reasonably cool name for a basement bar. There's a good chance you visited this place quite early in the game while searching for a data cartridge of some kind from the gadget shop. Can't be certain though. In case you just came in here to help Doc fixing goal, please stop listening right now.
I don't
There are
care.
spoilers ahead.
I played this.
Stop listening? Very good. To the rest of you, hello, you actually did it. You've more or less successfully helped Doc performing his surgery. Granted, he was a bit nitpicky about what cartridges to use, and he almost certainly didn't do everything right himself, but in exchange, you get to see a truly extraordinary phenomenon, and that's Goal's personality split. So, Goal, please tell our eager comment clickers in terms of acting, is it quite an effort to play 3 different aspects of one personality? And Alex lent you her voice for this, so how did voicing those 3 characters work out for her?
Alex and Spunky Goal got along excellently. Baby Goal, no problem at all. Lady Goal was a challenge, as apparently that character was a little unfamiliar to her. After all, not everyone's a lady like you, Pokey.
Alright, spoilers are over, as is this chapter of the commentary. I hope you enjoy the remote. What a shame I don't have one of those right now in the studio. For a quick switch, you know. We'll switch back to the game instead. That's easier anyway.
Oh, so let me be your...
Remember, is sugar in the tank good or bad for the engine? Well, there's only one way to find out. Ah, right. It was bad.
Yeah, back in we go.
Huh, it's really dark here, but not so dark that I'll have to use my legendary sonar hearing. After all, I have the brightest eyes in the whole southwest quadrant. Breathing all that mercury vapor when I was a kid is finally paying off.
Oh, so
Hold on, I forgot something.
Oh, ha! Oh! Nothing happened.
I'm sure.
Now, quiet. Ha! Got it. Expired tranquilizers. Better than nothing.
Okay, Pokey.
My head of game design, Baden, always is between rock and a hard place in terms of discussions with me, that is. Otherwise we get along perfectly fine. But he suffers from the fact that he's the most competent game design expert who has checked the game design of all our games. Of course, he's also an employee in a company I have some stakes in, so basically I'm his superior. And that puts him in a tough position when he needs to convince me of something, since in a worst case scenario I could just tell him, nope, ain't gonna happen. Most of the time he's right though. Anyway, and this room kept us busy for a long time. Especially Bade, he used to look at it and said something like, "Oh man, no change of levels, Pokey. Don't put so many exits in there, Pokey." I mean, are there so many level changes at all, anyway? I mean, this is particularly ugly one. And how many exits have we got? 1, 2, counting these other 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. 7, if you count the one leading to the arena later on. Good God, we have so many exits!
Yes, fascinating. Well, that's all for today, everyone. I'm Brian Croydragon, signing out. Stay Shrey.